Okay, no matter how hard you try, your stove's not going to stay clean. This is the stuffing that I'm going to be stuffing the bird with. I'm posting a link to the video in the description to this video below on how to make this stuffing. It saves a whole lot of time, as I made this stuffing over the summer with Ember. Now here is my bird. I do have another poultry video about cooking a whole chicken, and I believe I used the same pan, and you can see the size difference. This turkey is ready to be stuffed and buttered. So, without further ado, here we go. Okay, so all you need for this part of the video is 1 stick of softened butter, poultry spice, rosemary, your stuffing, and your bird. Okay. Now, without further ado, here we go. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this so you can see me doing it. You take your stuffing, pardon the shakiness, I'm doing this one-handed. Take a little bit so that you can fit it in, and you all the way up. Don't be afraid. It's what they have soap and water for. In and up, and you compact it into the bird. Into the bird. Into the bird. Now, before you get to this point, you want to make sure that all the gizzards are out of your bird. Now, the gizzards are the bits of the bird, the organs that people like to eat, such as the heart and whatnot. So, now in this little cavity, if you're cooking your bird breast up, you can fill this until it's sticking out. However, I cook my bird breast down. Now, I'm going to pause and I'm going to turn. Now, you have another part of your bird that you are able to stuff. And when I talked about the gizzards, you want to make sure that the gizzards are out of your bird. Gizzards. It's part of the vertebra in there. Organs. I don't know what that is. Okay. So in here, you have another cavity. And you fill this cavity, as you can see the skin stretches. You fill this cavity with the stuffing, just as I showed you, with this cavity. However, this one, you need 2 hands for, so we will be back. Basically, you hold with one hand and you stuff with the other. So we'll be back when we're done. Unfortunately, I'm running about a half hour behind schedule. Let's move the Pilgrim out of the way. It's 8:21, the night before Thanksgiving, 2017. And I'm just starting to rub my bird, and I wanted to have it in the oven at 8 o'clock. I am not sure how much of that was recording. However, you also want to keep half a stick of butter. I would say a fresh stick of butter for when you flip your bird if you're cooking it breast down, because you want to cook it almost all the way through, and at the last little bit when you turn your heat up, flip the bird and crisp up the skin on the other side. Now, it takes a lot of skill, and I have my husband do it, but the butter helps the spices to stick to the bird, and all we're going to do is coat the butter with salt, pepper,
and it's time to break the wishbone!
Poultry seasoning, and rosemary. So now that, you know, I've buttered the bird and I've stuffed the bird and made the stuffing, Ember has decided that it was time to come out of the shower. So she is going to put a nice coating of pepper all over the bird, salt.
And if you guys hear a weird noise, it's this.
Yeah, we got a new pepper shaker.
Ready, steady, go.
Pause.
Added some pepper, salt, poultry, and rosemary.
And you want to put a little bit of rosemary, a little bit of salt, a little bit more pepper, and a lot of the poultry spice. And don't be afraid to get it on your stuffing.
Weeble wobble.
Now,
weeble wobble, weeble
all we're
wobble,
going to do is we're going to turn our oven on and put it on the lowest temperature as we were cooking this overnight. I believe it's 170 degrees. All ovens are different. Yeah, 170 on mine. My grandmother is 165. Now, before the oven heats up, Ember, step back.
I know it's nasty and dirty, but
I just cleaned it, but I forgot to wipe the ash out. The ash is not going to do anything. You want to take one of your racks out.
most likely the top.
And then
ha.
you put your bird in
And
let it
this.
cook overnight.
Bye bye, birdie. So it's my sister's first wishbone.
Yep, this is Anna's first wishbone. You're gonna make a wish with Ember. With your pinky.
She's
Okay.
gonna need her whole hand.
Okay, now make a wish and pull.
Ow,
Only,
ow, ow.
only with the pinky. No, that's cheating. Only with the
Mommy,
pinky.
we had to do that last year. You're helping her.
Anna didn't get it,
But I didn't either.
and Ember didn't get it. That means nobody's wish comes true.
Huh?
Next year's turkey.
Yeah, right, Mom. You always say that.
Try again next year. This year it actually broke.
Bye-bye. Yeah.